World view. Where does it come from? It is formed under the influence of a multitude of factors: personal experience, education, family, social environment, culture, media. All of this in aggregate creates a person's unique system of views on the world, their personal perceptual matrix. But what if someone has learned to control this process? What if there are secret orders that have been shaping the worldview of humanity for centuries, directing it in the direction they need? Today, we will talk about one of the most influential and mysterious of such orders, about the Society of Jesus, better known as the Jesuits, and about how they perhaps have been preparing the ground for the most large-scale deception in the history of mankind. A deception that is to be completed in our time. The Jesuits are known for their educational activities. They have created a multitude of schools, colleges, and universities around the world. Their system is famous for its high level of academic training and the education of leaders. Precisely, leaders. They sought out talented individuals, gave them an education, instilled certain postulates in their heads, and they spread them throughout the world. They played a key role in church politics, in education, in cultural life. They were advisors to kings and rulers. Their ability to penetrate government structures and to shape minds was unparalleled. But what if their true goal was not enlightenment, but the formation of the worldview they needed? A worldview that would prepare humanity for the final great delusion. If a lie is repeated often enough, it becomes the truth. We are told that the Earth is a sphere, rotating in space. This belief is so deeply ingrained that anyone who doubts it is ridiculed. For thousands of years, educated people knew that the Earth is flat and is at the center of the universe under a protective dome. In the early 16th century, Nicholas Copernicus proposed a different model, a heliocentric one. Today, we are all taught this model. The story of the persecution of Galileo for supporting this theory is known to all. But it is surprising, because the Catholic Church itself initially supported Copernicus's theory. Let us consider the facts. Copernicus was a clergyman. For a long time, he refused to publish his theory, but in the end, he did so at the insistent requests of high-ranking church officials, including cardinals and even the Pope himself. His theory was widely known and discussed in the highest circles of the Vatican during his lifetime. The first to oppose Copernicus's system were Protestant theologians for biblical reasons, and the Catholic Church, on the contrary, promoted it. Why? Because for the global deception, whose culmination was to occur in our time, a new cosmology was required. A spherical Earth was needed, rotating in endless space, inhabited by aliens and other forms of life. These fictions called into question the authority of the ancient scriptures, giving preference to science. They distanced the Creator from His creation, presenting the universe as unimaginably vast and man as an insignificant speck of dust. And the newly created Society of Jesus, the Order of the Jesuits, became the ideal instrument for this change. They became the conductors of the Copernican Revolution. According to publications, the Jesuit Order produced more astronomers than any other demographic group in Europe, and they all worked on one task: the creation of a new, false foundation for our worldview. On this false foundation, other perverted theories were erected. When the geocentric model was rejected, a new explanation for the origin of the world was needed. Thus, the Big Bang theory was born. And who was its author? The priest Georges Lemaitre, who was trained by the Jesuits. Even today, the Pope says that the Big Bang theory does not contradict the idea of divine creation. Without an earth revolving around the sun, there would be no Big Bang. Without a Big Bang, there would be no theory of evolution. And without evolution, we would accept creation as an act of intelligent design. The Catholic Church accepts the theory of evolution, and the acceptance of the laws of evolution, the survival of the fittest, led to the bloodbaths of the 20th century, where millions died. The links between the Vatican and the Nazi Party are a well-documented fact. But what happened after the Second World War is even more significant. In Operation Paperclip, hundreds of Nazi scientists, including high-ranking SS officers, were brought to the United States for youth in the space race. One of them, a member of the Nazi Party, Wernher von Braun, was appointed head of NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center. The purpose of this enterprise was the creation of a worldwide authority on all matters concerning space. NASA became the public face of space, supplying the world with pseudoscience, legitimized with the support of the government. NASA is a monopoly. It controls the dissemination of information, hiding the facts it does not want the public to know. And the Vatican, meanwhile, owns more telescopes and observatories than any other organization. They jointly own the telescope codenamed Lucifer. What exactly the Jesuit astronomers have been doing for the last 500 years, only they know. The statements of modern astronomers about an expanding universe have led to the suggestion that intelligent life may exist on other planets. In combination with Hollywood and the science fiction genre, NASA has created an environment in which contact with extraterrestrial life forms is both terrifying and attractive. Authors who have gained access to the Vatican Observatory claim that the Vatican is actively searching for extraterrestrial life and is waiting for an alien savior. The papal astronomer, in private conversations, has stated that soon all the peoples of the world will turn to aliens for salvation. Pope Francis has expressed his willingness to baptize aliens. This is all preparation. Preparation for the final, greatest deception. In the 9th chapter of Revelation, this event is foretold. The 5th angel will sound his trumpet, and a star that has fallen from the sky will be given the key to the abyss. It will open the abyss, and smoke and locusts will come out, demonic entities that will torment people who do not have the seal of God. The star that has fallen from the sky is Satan, and when he is given the key, he releases hordes of demons onto the earth, who will appear as an alien invasion from space. This will be an artificially created problem, and to negotiate a peace treaty with these invaders, a representative of humanity will be chosen. The solution will be predetermined. The Pope will conclude a treaty with the fallen angels on behalf of all humanity. And then Satan will achieve his main goal, to rule the earth. But there is one problem. An alien invasion is impossible on an earth covered by a dome. No one will believe in it if people have the correct understanding of the shape of the earth, as set forth in the ancient scriptures. It was for this reason that the Jesuits for centuries convinced people that the earth is a sphere. So, what do we have in the end? We're being frightened with aliens who will supposedly arrive from deep space. But all these aliens are actually from beyond our lands. They live here, with us, beyond the ice wall, beyond the rim. They have high technologies, and to fly from beyond the rim is much easier than from millions of light years away. Someone has to look after our terrarium, and these caretakers live next door. And all the secret societies, science fiction writers, and scientists are simply preparing us for the fact that one day these intelligent beings will arrive and fix our inept life. Under the pretext of technological superiority, they will take control of the Earthlings into their own hands, and this will be the New World Order. Things are moving towards digitalization, chipping, and global control. To carry out this project will not be difficult. They will show us their machines based on physical principles unknown to us. The media, religious, and scientific figures will connect and explain to us that we have finally been recognized, and now we will live in prosperity. They will take full control of our thoughts, desires, and goals. This will be a kind of reset, after which man will cease to be a personality free in making decisions. What can be opposed to this? Very serious forces are behind all this. The answer is not so simple, but the first step is awareness. Awareness that the world is not arranged as we are told, and that the real battle is not for territories, but for your worldview, for your mind.